Good. I was gonna say good morning. I dead ass was gonna say good morning. Good evening. Is this evening? Is 8 o'clock or is that night? I want to say good night because it's not like the end of my night, but we're just gonna say good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. This is episode 2 of Recess at Midnight, and I couldn't be more excited to keep sharing this with you guys and to keep sharing my stories and just, I don't know, people say I'm wise, and that really like, what? You think I bitch knows shit? Like, y'all think I know stuff. Like, I love that. I love that. And I really just want this to feel just like you're talking to your older sister and she's giving you advice on the FaceTime call. Like, that's what this should feel like. It shouldn't feel like one of those long, drawn out podcasts where they're teaching you shit. Like, we get it, girl. Like, we get it. But no, this is not one of those. This is a girl, we on FaceTime, we chit-chatting. I'm just telling you what it is, what it ain't. If you follow the advice, you follow it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm glad that you guys like it. I'm glad that you guys think that I'm wise. That actually really like soothes my soul. It lets me know I'm doing something right. And I love that. So thank you. This week on today's episode, I thought that we should really talk about just no contact and like how to stand firm when your ex is trying to just like, let me tell you, okay, a little backstory. So if you don't know, most of you probably don't know, but I was dating somebody. We broke up in around, I want to say early June ish. We broke up around early June. And when you're dealing with your ex, like, nothing's ever really fully finished. So of course, between, I would say, now and then, we had a couple conversations, and I tried to make sure, like, okay, before I fully remove myself and step away from this connection, is this something that you want to fight for? Is this something you see this relationship is worth fighting for? And he straight up told me no. So for me, that was just kind of like, damn, like, okay, I get it. Like, I can't argue with that. I can't say anything else. So I just said, this was a great conversation. Wish you well, hope you well, whatever it is. And I hung up the phone because there was nothing else to say after that. So after that, I found him, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I came across his page on Bumble, and the things that he said he was looking for was just really like, is it benounced? Is that the word? Is that I'm looking like, I was really just flabbergasted. Like, I just couldn't believe that I was seeing him. And you might say, well, okay, well, Z, you was on Bumble too, so you can't really be mad. But it's not that. Like, it's not that. I think what it was just that, like, the things that he was looking for on there, like, his profile said he was looking for a long-term relationship and a life partner. And for me, that was just so, like, shocking. Like, we had just broken up maybe about a month ago, and you're on Bumble saying you're looking for a life partner and a long-term relationship when that was something I was trying to give to you. Like, we only broke up because of your actions and how they affected me in our relationship. So for you to be looking for something that requires you to have to go beyond surface level when I just asked you to do that and you couldn't do that for me or the relationship is kind of crazy for you to be looking for it somewhere else. You don't want to do the work that it needs to be done to say, I need to change my toxic behaviors in order for this relationship to work, in order for me to continue to be with this person who I love and I care about. But what I realized, like, when people or men, they start like, and I won't say men because I'm talking, this is for boys. I'm not boy, well, men and women. So I'm not just going to like only select one gender to like, this is all they do. But like, people some people are truly just afraid of going beyond surface level connections. Like, it scares them. And I understand, but as a person who craves deep connection, I guess I don't understand. Like, I don't. How you could only just go from person to person, aura to aura, and not saying, okay, at some point I have to stop, take a look within myself and what patterns and behaviors is causing all of this, and change them because I want to be with this person. But like they said, like, people do the things that they want to do for the person that they want to do them for. And that's what I told him. I was like, honestly, I'm just not the person you want to do it for. And that's okay. Like, I just want you to be honest with me and transparent in that, like, hey, this isn't what I thought it was, or, maybe I thought I could handle the stress of work and a relationship, but I don't think this is going to really work for me. Like, communicate. But people don't really have that these days. And it's like, it's hard when you're someone who's beyond your spiritual years of your peers and they're still behind. Like, there's no reason we're the same age, and my mental age is 26 and yours is 18. Like, at this point, where do we get to growing up? Where do we get to stopping the pattern, realizing, hey, maybe I do have things wrong with me that need to be changed, or I will forever be alone out here in this world. And I'm not saying in any shape or form that I'm perfect, that I've got all my shit together, that I've been out here being Little Miss Perfect, Little Miss, like, trust and believe I wouldn't be making this podcast if I was, okay? But it takes a lot of, like, strength. It takes a lot of awareness. It takes a lot of courage just to say, I know that I'm not good all the time. I know that I make mistakes. I know that I'm not perfect. And I know that in relationships, I'm not perfect. Friendships, I'm not perfect. Any dynamic, I'm not perfect. And no one is. Like, and it's just accepting that. And that kind of ties into what we were talking about last week, and just just knowing how to be authentic. Because once you stand in your truth, once you stand in, I did this, I do this, I've done this, this is who I am, but I understand that this behavior isn't helping this person that I'm with, so maybe I should stop these behaviors. Like, that takes truth and continuing to do that. Like, love is about choosing someone every single day over and over because you want to. And like I told him, like I said, I'm just not the person you want to do that for, and you need to go find that person. Because it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody experiences everybody differently. But if people close to you are telling me that you've always been this way, it's time for something bigger to happen. And with me being a person that kind of is a catalyst for people's healing, it sucks, but then it's also like, you have to go through it, and I'm just your karma in the sense that I'm the person who pushes you to really see your shadows, because I take pride in my own. Like, it's no use in being scared of the dark. I was scared of the dark when I was a kid, scared there was monsters in the closet, monsters under my bed. But once you make peace with your monsters in the closet, the monsters under your bed, once you befriend them, they're not scary. They're just another thing to conquer. The same way you want people to see you as bright and bubbly, of course I want people to continue and always see me that way, but I know that's not who I am all the time 100%. Sometimes I'm literally a bitch, like, or I might be a little rude or mean. Like, just the other day, my roommate, she came in, my roommate slash sister slash cousin, like, we're sister, cousin, friend, best friend, everything and above. Like, we all live together, so we experience all the sides of everyone. And she came in and she was looking for some cleaning products. She was like, "Hey Z, do you have my Ajax?" And I was like, no, like, honestly, like, if it's not in the bathroom, on the kitchen sink, like, I don't know where it is. Like, that's just, She went and she looked and she was like, can you just help me find it, because I can't. And I was like, look, if it's not in the bathroom, in the kitchen, or in the laundry room, I really don't know where it is. Like, I know what it is, I just don't know where it is. And after that encounter, like, she was like, okay, and she just kind of left. But after that encounter, I kind of felt bad. Like, the day after, I was like, wow, like, thinking on it, I was like, I was kind of rude, I was kind of mean. And when I saw her again, I was like, hey, I'm really sorry too. Like, I felt like I was rude. I felt like I was mean. Like, and she was like, oh, girl. She was like, I was upset. Like, I was, but, I kind of just got over it. I kind of forgot to, but she was like, I'm okay. Like, we're okay. I promise. Like, it just takes communication. Like, it takes, people know you're not going to have good days 100%. You're not always going to be smiling and be bubbly. Like, we know that. But to be honest in that, especially if it's someone you're dating, like, you would think that, okay, if I'm dating this person, I should probably tell them what's going on with me in my life. Like, this person is the first person I should be calling besides my parents or guardian. Like, this should be the first person I'm calling because we're in a relationship with each other. Like, this person should know what's going on with me. But when you don't communicate and you don't say anything, and you're going hot and you're cold, like, that triggers other things for people. Like me, I have an anxious attachment style. So I know that if this person is making me feel ignored, I will express this. I will say, hey, this is making me feel this way. Please don't do this again. Or I'm letting you know this makes me feel some type of way. And if you don't correct your own behavior, that's something on you. And it's something that you have to work on. You have to actively say, because I love this person, I want to change my behavior that's hurting them. Not that they want to change you and they want to be controlling. No, you're not perfect. All those behaviors that you learned were from your trauma in your childhood. So to unlearn that, someone is telling you, hey, this is hurting me. And if you don't change it, what it's basically saying is, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't care if it hurts you. I don't care that you're hurting. I could care less. So I'm going to keep doing it. That sucks. I want y'all to know, like, if you've done that before to someone, it sucks. Like, it really does. Like, it hurts. Because as someone who looks for the good in people and the potential that people have, it hurts because I know you have so much more to offer. I know as a human being, you could be extraordinary if you just allowed yourself to go those depths, to go through what you need to go through, to see that you might not be a good person. And I say all this to say, because the topic of today was no contact and how to keep strong when they feel like they're fucking up. And it ain't no retrograde, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I would say last week, my ex texted me, the same ex from that we've been talking about this whole time. He texted me, and his first words were, hey, you're right, I'm a bad person. And I just looked at it and I was like, this is literally before I had to perform for the first time of the year. At a school I don't even go to, at an event I attended at a school that I don't go to. So I'm scared already. I'm nervous because I'm like, the people who go here, the dancers that I'm dancing with, they're amazing. This school has a lot of creatives. Like, I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to mess up. Like, my anxiety is already on 10,000. Like, on top of that, I have social anxiety. So I'm already like, I hope I'm pretty right now. I hope I look good. I hope I'm dancing good. I hope I don't smell bad. Like, I hope my outfit's cute. I'm already in my head. And then he sends this text message and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you would be the person to text me this today. Like, you would be what would get into my head before a performance. Like, the devil works hard, y'all. He works hard. Like, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you literally, like I said, you would be the person to text me. And I don't know. I was just so disgusted. Part of the reason why I didn't respond was because I had a performance to go to that I was literally in the middle of. But I just didn't see the need. You know what I'm saying? And when I keep talking about it, it's like, I want to give a fuck, but at the same time, I don't. Like, it's just like, what am I supposed to give a fuck about exactly? Like, thank you for turning the assignment in. We all knew you were a bad person. We all know this. Like, thank you for catching up with the class. Actually, you're late. Class started at 8 o'clock. Recess starts at 8. You are here at 10. 2 weeks from now. You are late. You are late. Like, you are late. You are late to the class. Like, you're late to the session, boo. Like, we all knew this already. You're a bad person. And I'm not going to say it's okay, because it's not. But when you keep repeatedly being a bad person to people, it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up to you. And it caught up to him. Through me, actually. So, like I said, I feel like I was the catalyst to his healing. And I was telling my friends, I was like, and I don't feel bad. I really don't. If he's going through some type of spiritual psychosis or some type of ego death, good. That's great, actually. I'm glad I could do that for you. I've done it before. I've done it before with another ex. And probably all of my exes, honestly. I've probably given them all some type of ego death or spiritual psychosis. And not even like because I'm trying to do that, but because that's what I'm sitting here to do half the time. Like, I'm to awaken those shadow parts in you, those parts of yourself that you might shun from, you might run from. Oh, okay, bar. That you might not even feel like is worth showing people. That's what I bring out in you. Or what you're trying to hide, that's what I bring out in you. Because I already see you. Like, having Scorpio placements, I already see you. And I'm a Leo. Bitch, I was literally born to shine. So, I'm a reflection. So, whatever you're giving me is what you're getting back to yourself. And if you do me wrong, imagine what happens when you do the sun wrong. Like, exactly. Shit happens. Like, you will start to see what I was feeling, how I was feeling, what I was seeing. And I just looked at the message and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this is stupid. Like, we all know this by now. I'm glad you're finally seeing what we've all been seeing. But at this point in time, there's nothing I can do to help you. Like, that's literally what I had to keep saying was like, there's nothing I can do to help you right now. Like, what am I supposed to say to this? What do you want from me? You want to, oh my gosh, please. You're not a bad person. I promise when we were together, you were such a good boyfriend. You were so nice. You were so like, you want me to feel like I care. And if I said that to you, those would literally be lies. Like, those would be a straight up lie if I said that to him. You're not a good person. You're not calm. You're not kind. You're not any of those things. I only said those things because I was in love with you. And instead of being aware enough of my own self to say, wait, he's actually being disrespectful. Just because you love this person doesn't mean that you have to keep tolerating these behaviors from him. That's not what a caring boyfriend does. That's not what a kind boyfriend does. And that's ultimately why I had to break up with him. Because I said I couldn't keep going through this. Why I keep putting myself through this? And I'm asking for peace. I'm praying for peace, talking to my ancestors and my spirit guides, manifesting peace. And right now, this is the only thing that doesn't feel very peaceful for me. This feels very chaotic. It feels very much just toxic. I wouldn't say toxic, but just triggering. It feels very triggering. And yes, it's okay for some things to be triggering, but when both people are willing to make it work and work through the anxiety, work through the depression, work through the anger issues, when both people say, I can handle this with you, then that's when it becomes a healthier relationship. But when one person is saying that, hey, I can do this, I can work on this with you, I don't mind that you have these anger issues, yes, you've been disrespectful to me, but we can work on this together. Like when somebody is ultimately always seeing the best in you and they're saying, I can do this with you. This is what teamwork is for me. And instead of saying, okay, yeah, like let's do this together. Either you do it one day and then you're cold the next day. Like that shit also sucks. Like that's also bad. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And relationships aren't always gonna be unicorns and rainbows. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that relationships are only gonna have its ups. I mean, I just talked 20 minutes about how within yourself it's never unicorns and rainbows. So your relationship is not gonna be unicorns and rainbows either. But when you are adamant and committed to this person and devoted to that person, and you're saying, I'm willing to work on anything, see you through any season of your life, and you guys are working together, that's when something beautiful happens. But if you're scared to acknowledge who you truly are in the depths of yourself, to go deeper within yourself, within your emotions, within your mind and your psyche, if you aren't willing to go there, you can't hold someone else while they go through that too. You just can't. I was asking someone to give space for my emotions who couldn't give space to his own emotions. I can ask that of you because you don't know how to do that for yourself. And most people don't. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that message, I was just like, he's going through it. Good. Men always seem to go through it 2-3 months after. Maybe I've heard 4. You know, while us women, we go through it the first 2 months. First day, we're crying, we're throwing up, we're eating ice cream for 6 days, haven't showered. Like, we're doing all the things you see in the rom-com movies. That's literally us. Once we've even if we were the ones who broke it off, we still feel some type of way. Like, just because I broke up with him doesn't mean that I don't feel upset or that I didn't feel sad or depressed. You know what I'm saying? I still had those emotions because I was grieving something that I thought was going to be different from everything else, that I thought was going to be revolutionary for me. And to see that I've given this person this long of, I wouldn't say my life, but I've given this person this much time and dedication and devotion, and to see that and to hear that they don't want to put the work in for me, but I've been doing the work this whole time for us, for you. Whew! Hold on. Let me breathe. Like, I've been doing the work for you and us in the relationship, but forgetting myself within it all. And that is where us anxious attachment styles have to really just remain grounded and try our best not to see the potential in those rose-colored glasses and try to see the best in everybody. Just show me who you really are. But it's so hard because people be faking their whole identities, bro. People be faking their whole lives. People be faking their whole shit. Like, that's why again it's so important to just be yourself. Because had I seen that in the beginning, I wouldn't have been with him at all, because I would have saw that he was disrespectful. I would have not tolerated it, point blank period, because you've shown me who you truly are in the first place. You've shown me this and I don't like it, so therefore it's not for me. Now, it might be for somebody else, and that's good for her, but it wouldn't be what I would have tolerated had he had shown me that in the beginning. But to get me attached, to be some good person, some person who's reliable and supportive and caring and kind and sweet and attentive and communicative, like to be all those things, and then to slowly decrease once you see that, oh, she also has needs too. She also has needs. She's a lot. She's got a lot of emotions. She's got a lot of everything. to be that, like that, slowly, after you've already shown someone the good parts of you, what you can be, is, it's like, I get you don't want to show people the bad parts of you because you don't want to be seen as, you don't know if they're going to really accept you, right? But it's like, when you show people, when you are an open book and you show people who you are, the right people will pick up your book and read it. You think all these authors that produce books out here, you think everybody's picking up their book? No. And everybody's not reading Percy Jackson. Not everybody's reading, what's that girl name? And I don't know why I want to say Claudine, and it's not Claudine. It's like, what's her name? It's that book. It's like the series that that writer that everyone's like obsessed over, and she writes, like, I've heard she writes really good books. So I don't know. Once I'll figure it out, and I'll come back next week and I'll say the name. But right now, I don't know who it is. I can't pronounce it. I don't know what her name is. But you think everybody reads their books? No. Like, but the right people, they will find who you are. They will accept you. They will read your story. They will listen to your story. That's why this podcast is so important to me, because I'm like, the right people will find me. The right audience will find me. I will speak to somebody, and somebody will say, hey, she really speaks to me. Maybe she might speak to you. And it'll just grow like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting it to grow, but I'm just here to tell y'all what I wish somebody told me and what I've learned while being in it. You know what I'm saying? So, in the story, like I said, he texted me that he realized he was such a bad person. And like I said, I didn't care. No response from me. Again, how to stay in that no contact. I hadn't spoken to him since our last conversation. I want to say maybe a month and a half ago, or maybe close to 2 months. And he didn't feel the need to respond to me until now, so I don't have to respond to you. And it's just because I don't care anymore. That attachment isn't there. And I think through my time not hearing from him, I've just been healing myself, doing the things, creating, journaling, talking to myself, talking to my friends, really finding different outlets to utilize so I can feel better. Praying, meditating, speaking to my ancestors, whatever I have to do to feel okay. And I don't know. Like I said, I just didn't care. So I didn't care to respond. And once you've gotten to the point of, I don't care to respond, I could really care less, everything else just kind of falls into place. So he texted me again. I want to say, what's today, Sunday? He texted me yesterday morning at 6:53 in the morning. And as much as I take pride that he texted me at 6:53 in the morning, because I know his schedule. So he might be at work. He probably was at work or getting ready to go into work. So that means you woke up thinking about me. I was on your mind pretty heavily, which is good. Good for me, but not good for you. I don't know. I don't know. It's not good for either of us. I wouldn't say good for me. I'm just saying good for me because, like, you can't get me out your mind. Like, period. But then it's like, I also don't care either. Like, he texted me saying, he was like, God bless, period. Have a great weekend, period. I looked at it, I said, he always does this when he wants me to reach out, or he thinks that I'm going to reach out after the God bless, have a good weekend. It's the same thing. It's the same story. It's the same line. You want me to care, and I don't. I don't anymore. Sometimes you have to say it's okay to suffer a little bit. What you're going through is what I went through in our relationship. That's just what it is. Sometimes you just have to say that to some people. Like, it's okay to be going through it right now. And I'm not going to respond to you, because I know if I respond to you, that's just something for me that it wouldn't be good for me. And narcissists like to do that all the time. When you're trying to have a conversation with them, they're quick to, especially when you're like pointing out their wrongdoings that they've done to you, they like to, I don't think this conversation is really a good idea for me, you know? They hate accountability. They hate being shown this is what you're doing wrong. As much as I hate criticism, and that's coming from me, I don't like criticism a lot. It feels bad because I have high expectations of myself. So hearing that I'm doing something wrong, it kind of is like, I know, and I could be doing more. Like, I'm not living up to my full potential, and I'm not living up to the potential that others have in me as well. So that's why I don't really like criticism. But for narcissists, they don't like accountability. Like, they don't like to be said, like, this is what you did to me. This is how it made me feel. And because you did this, this is what happened. They like, oh, that didn't happen that way. Or that's, I don't think so. Or I don't think this conversation is a good idea. Like, why don't you think it's a good idea? Because I'm telling you what the fuck is up for real? I'm telling you about yourself? You should have already known. Well, I guess now you do know. Now you actually really, really do know. Because now you're probably going through it. You're probably seeing what I've and everybody else been seeing this whole time. But God bless. Have a good weekend, babe. My weekend already started off good. Thank you for the extra oomph. But it won't be great because of you. It's great because I'm allowing it to be great. And I'm not allowing you to, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not allowing you to ruin my weekend, my mood. I'm not allowing you to come into my aura space, in my field. I'm not allowing you to anywhere. Like, I don't know. I know it's like a manipulation tactic. You want me to feel bad. You want me to, why bring God into this? Like, half the time when I was telling you about spiritual stuff, telling you about God, you wasn't even listening in the first place. Half the time. So to say God bless, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Bless you as well. And I hope you have a good weekend. But I'm not going to say that to you. Because what's the point? What's the need? So you can feel like that you won in some sense. And this is not even about like revenge. This is not even about like, oh, I'm going to not talk to him because he didn't talk to me. Like, no, I just don't feel the need. And I feel like that's the important part of going no contact and staying strong in it. Just really not feeling the need to care, no matter what you have to tell yourself. I don't care how many times you have to scream, how many times you have to cry, how many times you have to shout, how many times you have to throw something, how many times you might have to break something, punch a wall. If you would have seen how many times I was throwing shit, punching shit, screaming shit, you would be like, damn, she was really going through it. Like, my friend can tell you, she lives in the room right next to me. She can tell you when I woke her up because I was screaming and hollering and throwing and punching and like just sobbing because I was going through it. Like, and where were you? Nowhere. You just don't have that access to me that you think you have. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, because that last conversation, he kind of felt like, I think he felt like he was kind of him. And he was like, you don't have that hold over me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you think you can just come in here and tell me. Because I pulled up on him when I saw the Bumble and Tinder account. I was like, yeah, I'm going to pull up on you. Because he was like, if you want to have a conversation with me, you can see me in person. I said, okay, babe, I know where you live. Like, let's not play these games. I know your address by heart. I don't even need the GPS. I can just pull up. And I did. Because who going to stop me for real? You ain't saying nothing. I said, I'm on the way. You said, okay. So... And you try to, I don't know I don't know why you think you still got this hold on me, that you got this. Oh, okay, bet. Because from where I'm looking at on my messages, it seems that I do. Boo. It seems that I do have this hold on you. You texting my phone back to back with no response. If I don't get a response from you, that's no response. That is a response. No response, y'all, is a response. If that nigga or that girl ain't text you back 2-3 days going by, that's a response. That's why I said I give him 3 days, then I'm on to the next. Because why? You said you're interested in me. You say you love me or whatever, whatever y'all are. Situationship, entanglement, relationship, fuck buddies. I don't care. Y'all talking to each other and they go 3 days without texting you, dead it. Dead it. Because you're not really interested in me. You don't really like me for real. You don't really care about me. In those span of 3 days, something could have happened, God forbid. But something could have happened to me. Would you have known? Absolutely not. So no. It's about not caring, really. It's about getting to a point where you can look at that message and feel disgusted. You can look at that message and say, what the fuck? Why are you texting me? I really don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're going through something. I don't care if you're feeling some type of way. I don't care if you're feeling bad. I don't care if you're sad. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because if I did, we would probably still be together. But we're not. Either something happened and he was out with another girl, and now he's realizing, oh shit, I am a bad person. Zaria was right. Let me text her and tell her, I know I'm right. I'm not gonna say I'm always right, but damn near pretty fucking close to almost. My intuition's pretty fucking strong. So if I say I know you're lying, I know you're lying. If I say I know you're cheating, I know you're cheating. If I say I know you're doing something you're not supposed to do, I know you're doing something you're not supposed to do. Now, will I always bring it up to you? Absolutely not. Because sometimes I want to see if you want to tell the truth. If you're going to be the big person. If you're going to stand in your truth. Be authentic. If you're going to mess up in public. That's what I always say. It's better to be single than to be fucking around. Just be open. Just be honest. Hey, I'm not feeling this relationship no more. I kind of want to just go do my own thing. I know it's going to hurt her feelings. But what's worse, that or cheating and she finds out, and then now the betrayal, the trust is gone. Like, now you got to start from scratch. She's not really trusting you, so she don't really you're doing all this stuff and you think you're doing well, but 1 minute it's going good and she's gaining your trust back, but then something little happens and now it's like it's a snowball. And men don't understand that. You guys are leaders in the relationship, whether you want to admit it, whether you want to do it or not. If you want to be with a woman, I'm gonna repeat that, if you want to be with a woman, you're gonna have to lead. You can't be a pretty princess, not yet, at least. You can't be a pretty princess. You have to be a knight in shining armor, a king. You have to lead. Lead her, plan a date, take her out, be attentive, listen to the things that she's talking about. When she's talking to you and giving you advice, listen to that. Because I promise you, a woman in love with you is never going to lead you astray. She's always going to lead you in the right direction. But it's up to you if you really take that advice and listen to it and do something out and make something out of it. The right woman will give you the seeds for you to plant and grow a whole garden. But if you go and you plant the fucking seeds of fucking clay after she done told you to go over there and plant the seeds in the soil, and you go plant them in clay, now y'all ain't got nothing for the harvest. Y'all ain't got nothing. That's on you. but she told you. She led you the right way. She tried to. But it's up to you to really take that advice. Like, I don't know. I just feel like men don't understand, like, it is y'all's roles to lead us. And then once we see and we feel safe, heavy on we feel safe. We feel safe. We feel loved, valued, respected. Then that's when a woman will say, here are the seeds to our forever life. Here are the seeds you'll need to build the income 10 times more, to get that job you want, to move into that neighborhood you want. She's going to show you every single blueprint, every single plan. But if you don't lead and put it into action, you will never go anywhere in life. And wrapping up the episode, because we're getting kind of long. I knew I said I wasn't going to be one of those people who just talk for 40 minutes. But once I get on a tangent, y'all, I just got to go. Because it just blew me. Like, it really blew me that he texted again and was just like, and has he gotten a response? Absolutely not. And what really helps for me, too, is deleting threads. Like, I love to delete a thread. Delete that thread. Stop keeping threads. When people tell me they keep threads, I be like, why are you keeping the thread? Y'all don't talk no more. Delete the thread. You break up with him, delete the thread immediately. Immediately delete. Somebody piss you off, delete the thread. Delete the thread. You send a risky text, delete the thread. You see what I'm saying? Delete that thread. You can always recover the thread. It ain't nothing wrong with recovering. Now, once you delete it from the deleted, you can't recover that. But delete the thread and recover it later when they text you again. That's what helps me a little bit. Even though I'm still checking my phone and see if they texted. But as far as like cutting someone off, deleting that thread, baby, that's going to work every time for me. Delete that thread and then delete it from recently deleted. I don't give a fuck. And say you don't give a fuck. Turn it to a song. Sing, put it on your favorite song. The I don't fuck with you. Wait. Put that song on. And sing it till you believe it. Blast it in your ears. Like, that's the best advice I got on that. You know what I'm saying? But it has to come from within. It has to come from a place of genuinely not caring anymore. That's how you can get through, contact. And not respond. Because I really don't care to respond. Like, I feel like that's what it is now. I just don't care to respond because there's no reason to. The things that I told you, I don't believe them now. The good things that I told you, I don't believe them now. And that took lots of self-reflection. It took lots of hard work. It took lots of journaling. It took lots of voice memos. It took lots of crashing out. Allow yourself to crash out too. Please stop holding it all in. Allow yourself to crash out. Took a lot of those. A lot. Sometimes you need a good crash out to feel better. It's a release of emotions. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you all can learn at least something from this episode. Like, just train your brain not to care. Master the art of detachment, which I'm still trying to master myself, and how to stay grounded. But I've heard once you master that, everything from there gets better, especially in like relationships for us anxiously attached ladies. But yeah, that's how I survived no contact and how I'm still surviving no contact, because you can block them too, but I don't like to block them because I like to let them know that I seen their message. Like, you still unblocked, but you just haven't gotten a response from me. And he's blocked on social media, so I could unblock him. But then I'm like, letting you see what I got going on. And it's crazy because in my song I said, can't block him, nigga, how you gotta see this glow up. But like, I don't know. I just, you'll see me one day once I get over the social media unblocking. And that's a boundary of mine right now. I'm just not going to unblock him on social media until I feel like, okay, I've gotten over whatever emotions I've had with you completely and fully enough for you to see me on social media, and for if you see my account, that it's not gonna shake up my whole world. Like, it's not gonna make me feel some type of way. It's not gonna make my anxiety flare up. Like, I'm okay if you see my shit, basically. But that's how I'm surviving no contact. I hope this helps you survive no contact. To my men out there, it might work for y'all too. Let me know if it does, because if it does, it should work for everybody. But if it does work for you, men, let me know. Ladies, if it works for you, let me know. I hope this helps on how to survive no contact, and how to keep surviving no contact, and just how to bob and weave, like just cross them up. I really hope this helped. I will see you next time, next Sunday at 8, right here on the playground for recess at midnight. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye.